Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Urban Crew, episode 17. On today's episode, we will be discussing two albums for the album of the week. We'll be discussing Swamp by Little Darky and Fission by the name is
Dead Poet
vanished.
Society.
Dead Poet Society. That's right. But, yeah, so we'll be discussing those today, and then discussing a little bit about what's coming up in the future and stuff like that. So let's just dive right into it.
Yep.
Yeah, which one we
Let's
doing first?
let's
So which
discuss.
album-
Let's do Fission first.
All right, all right.
Okay. Who wants to start on that?
I'll start on that.
Okay.
So the music and the instrumental was really fucking good. It's the vocal thing for me, and like I I don't know, it's something like that. It's just not my thing. But the guitars, like they were fucking heavy, and the mix was really solid. And I
Yeah.
really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely something new for me. I have not listened to like stuff like that before, so very interesting. I'd probably say my favorite songs would be U2, I Hope You Hate Me, and fuck, what was the other one? Hard to Be God. Those ones are fucking solid, I'd say.
Oh yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's really all I have to speak of on that.
Okay. Brady.
Okay, so this really caught me off guard. Joe was like, "Oh, it's like pop rock." I'm thinking it's gonna sound like Nickelback or something.
No, honestly, I was thinking that too.
Oh really?
Really?
I
Like
didn't
Joe was
realize
like,
that was
"What?"
pop rock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's considered pop rock,
Huh.
I think.
That's okay.
Anyway, yeah, I was expecting something more like Nickelback or Stained, kind of like, the early 2000s sound, the dad
Yeah.
rock. But I really dig it. The vocals kind of reminded me of like a mix between like Jack White and like 21 Pilots.
Yeah, the 21 Pilots thing I
Yeah.
definitely heard. I don't
I
remember which
can hear
song.
that.
Especially the first or the second. Is it Running in Circles?
Yeah.
I think
Something like that. Yeah, it really reminded me of a cross between both those. But I liked the like heavy distortion stuff that went along with the vocals
Yeah.
in some of the songs. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd have to say my favorite track is either Running in Circles or My Condition.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, that's really all I got. Thought it was a great
Yeah.
album.
Oh yeah. For me, like I do really like this album, and this band in general. Not my main style of music I listen to, but I do like when I do, it's freaking good shit for me. I like the vocals, honestly, and I like that the vocals almost even fit the instrumentals.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
But like
So,
it's in a way where it kind of does also fit. It's so different that it works for me. I think it's freaking great. The
mhm.
mix is very good and the mastering because there's so much like really quiet parts, so many things that are just really quiet, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's just a massive sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did notice that.
Those quiet parts don't sound too quiet, and those loud parts aren't way too blown out. So, like, very good mix, I would say, for the kind
Oh
of
yeah.
music that it is. Um, in general, freaking solid. My favorite tracks, I would say, I do like Running in Circles. Um, like My Condition. My favorite track would be that last track, Black and Gold.
Mm.
Yeah.
So like I've heard every album from Dead Poet Society, their first like 4 albums were all EPs, and they used to be like a lot more underground. And that song
Mm.
reminds me a lot more of their older music,
Hmm.
which I think is freaking sick. So I would say
Oh
my
yeah.
my favorites would be Black and Gold, also Running in Circles. But in general, though, solid album, freaking one of my favorites.
Oh,
One of my favorite like newer albums to have come out somewhat recently.
Yeah.
so are they a fairly new band, or how long have
Uh,
they been
they've
around?
been around since like I don't know an exact year, but I would say maybe somewhere between like 2011, 2013.
Really? Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I I feel
Never, yeah. I really like expected them to be like a newer band, like around 2020 or 2021 or something like that.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I feel like I've heard a song or two of theirs in a Guitar Hero game, maybe. I mean, it's very possible, but I mean, the album didn't sound familiar to me at all. So I probably just like heard the song, whatever song it was, once and just forgot about it because not my vocal style. But
Yeah.
hey, I'm glad I gave them a chance. It actually surprised me with the mix and everything sounding as good as it did.
Nice. Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't heard them, I don't think, but the name does sound familiar.
Yeah, that's kind of the same boat I was kind of in. Like I thought I might
Yeah.
have wrong, but I know I've heard the name somewhere before.
well, there's a super popular movie called Society.
I haven't heard of the movie.
Really?
I'll be for real. I
Shit, that's
Yeah, me
why
neither.
in the last episode had to specify like the band Dead Poet Society, because like
Movie of the week.
if you type in Dead Poet Society on Google, like that's what you get results for is the movie. You got to add Dead Poet Society band.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Um. But yeah, this is their second actual album. I think this came out
That's
like
fucking
2024. I think their first album didn't even come out till like 2020 or 2021.
oh,
Um,
shit.
they
Yeah.
like throughout the 2010s they had like 4 EPs though, which are
Mm.
all freaking sick, honestly. They used to
Mhm.
be more of an alternative rock sound. Now it's more sounds more like whatever you'd call this. Apparently not pop rock. That doesn't work apparently.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'd call it pop rock for sure, but all the pop rock I have sound is like, or I've heard has sounded way more like Nickelback.
Shit.
Yeah, I kind of get what Brady's saying because, like, when you say pop rock, I feel like now that's split into more categories. So it's like there's
True.
pop rock, there's like pop hard rock slash metal, and that's kind of the line I think this falls into, which is very cool that it has the kind of pop vocal style, but like the definitely metal and fucking guitars and drum beats and shit like that. Like it's a great mix of everything, you
Oh
know?
yeah, yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
think I thought this was a good one to bring to the table just because of how different it is.
Mhm.
Um.
Yeah, and all the picks have been pretty different recently.
Oh yeah. So if there's nothing else on that
We can move on to Swamp by Little Darky.
Swamp by Lil Darky, I'll get started. Freaking. So you said there was a little bit of everything in this album. Dude, you
Mhm.
were not lying.
I told you, man.
Like I was genuinely caught off guard by just the amount of different sounds I was getting in here. It just straight up gets
Oh,
heavy toward the middle and like throughout the ending of the album too.
oh
Um,
yeah.
I will say 22 songs. What are we doing, bud?
Yeah.
Like that's a very long overall listen, but in general, I had a good time with it. Obviously, not something I listen to generally. Um, I thought it was fun though. I definitely did like this more. than the previous Lil Darky album.
Mm.
I thought the mix was really good. A lot of good mixes lately, thinking about it. We haven't had too many real complaints, but
Yeah.
yeah, good mix, very fun vibe. I would say my favorite song, Comfort and Discomfort. Yeah. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
that was a very good track. Like 8.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Freaking
No.
heavy.
So good.
But yeah,
Yeah,
I
for
would
sure.
say that's my favorite. I did like that third track. The kids are all retarded.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah.
It's like straight up punk rock song, honestly,
Mm.
which I did not expect. Freaking great. And then the closer was good. The credits. So
Mm.
definitely some standout songs in there. Like there's literally just a few songs that are like standard rap tracks. Most of them
Right.
are just like something else. Uh, a good album, not what I was expecting, and that's really all I got though. Brady.
Brady.
Oh, yeah, I was really caught off guard. I expected it to sound like the last album, but
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that really the only ones that sounded like that were the first two.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, super diverse. I was not expecting him to get clean with it on the vocals on that fourth track, which is
Right.
probably my favorite track.
Well, I can
I
see
can see
clearly.
clearly.
Mm. That's
Yeah.
like the most popular ones, so it makes sense.
And I noticed this guy's super funny.
Oh yeah,
Like
no, I love this guy.
I noticed almost all the tracks had like something in there where you're like, what? What did he just say? Like one of the songs started with like sour cream and onion chips,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and then like cheddar cheese chips or whatever he said. I don't know what he said, but he's
Sour
just talking
cream
about
and
shit.
salt and vinegar chips or some shit like
Yeah. Oh, shit was so funny to me.
Yeah, that was fun.
And there was a lot of stuff like that in multiple of the songs.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I really liked it. I didn't think I was gonna like it that good, but solid album.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That's really all I got.
All right. So for me, like I said last time, I've been kind of listening to a little bit of Little Darky some more, and this is like I haven't listened to all his albums yet, but I think this one is the most musically diverse that he's ever done. Um, I think everything else past this kind of sticks around that same kind of like rap, but like a little bit of the stuff from Swamp, but it's mainly the rap stuff, I believe. But overall, I feel like this album has very solid mixing. Like
Oh
it's
yeah.
it's got compression in it, but it's like it's intentional compression to where it's not like the speakers are blown out. It's like the music is intentionally made to sound more intense that way. Unlike something like Death Magnetic and where they just boosted the fucking volumes up and everything was all distorted. And like when parts got bad and like Broken Beat and Scarred on Death Magnetic and the fucking drums are going fast and you can't make out shit. But in
No.
this one, I feel everything is like intentionally boosted to where it's like it's not too overbearing, but it is when it needs to be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like some of the vocal techniques I was not expecting either from him. Like when he
No.
was doing the type shit, like it caught me so off guard. And it was just like, yeah, like I wonder what people in the rap community thought when they heard this shit and they were like, what? That makes me wonder what his main audience like takes from this album because I know that it's his most popular one by far.
Little
I'll just
interruption
kind of
there.
go through and we can kind of catch. You can figure it out in editing where I was leaving
Yeah.
off. Mix is solid. It's very diverse, very cool. I'd probably have to say um, my favorite tracks on this are "Grinding a Politician's Skull into a Fine Powder." long ass song title.
Oh yeah.
Discomfort, and there was one more, but I can't remember it, so I'm gonna take a look real quick. But while I'm doing that, I'll mention that just this, all y'all have said, this album really caught me off guard. There was a couple stuff in there. Incredible Insurrection. I felt. Oh, and Bar Fight Music. Like that whole like section of the album is probably like the best of it, and it's like kind of in the middle. So you get a little bit of the rap stuff, a little section of the best like type of metal shit, and then it kind of like intermingles a little bit more towards the end and closes off very well. So I feel like in general, just as an experience, this is a 10 out of 10 album for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The experience is definitely like very broad because it is so diverse. Freaking very freaking fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a really big experience. It's not like some albums where there's just like it's just like 8 songs that all sound the same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
Killing is my business.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
like every Slayer album. Oh, that's
You
gonna
know,
really piss people off.
they rate everybody. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you know Dave Mustaine from Metallica, James Hetfield from Megadeth. No,
Right.
okay,
Rage bait.
we're gonna go slightly off topic here since I feel like we pretty much covered everything with the 2 albums. There's
Yeah.
this one YouTuber I watch called Chainbrain, and what he does is he plays a game called Rocksmith 2014. For some
Yeah.
of you that don't know, some of you that might, it's a game kind of like Guitar Hero, but for real guitar. You plug your instrument into a computer or your Xbox or your PS5 or whatever console you have it on, and then the audio from the guitar goes straight into the game and feeds back, so it's like you're actually playing along to it. It kind of helps you learn. It's got a ton of arcade stuff. Anyway, getting off topic. So this guy, what he does, very fucking smart, he live streams and plays through these charts of songs, but like when he makes little shorts, like YouTube shorts out of the streams, he says things in the stream to get people pissed off intentionally, to have that as the title of the short. So he's like, is this the best Metallica riff? And then it's like or no, actually let me give you a better example. What he did this one time, he said, "Oh, this is the best Dave Mustaine riff," and meanwhile he's playing a song from Kill 'Em All by Metallica, and it's fucking
Nice.
funny how he like enrages people, because like that's how you get engagement. Like
Oh
that's
yeah.
very. But his
Yeah,
con-
because
huh?
Yeah, because people are like, wow.
Yeah, no. But
No, that's super fun.
he's a really funny guy and a cool person to watch. So I mean, shout out to Chain Brain, check him out on YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. But anyway, yeah, so I mean, I don't think I really have any more topics. Does anybody else have anything they want to bring up?
Yeah, so I'll talk a little bit about the break here.
Yeah.
So we're not gonna pick an album of the week because we are taking another break. So we'll be waiting to pick an album of the week till our next episode back. Yeah, I'm not sure how long the break will be. Probably month or 2. Nothing too crazy. While we're on break from recording these long form episodes, we're going to be running tons of short form stuff. I'm going to clip like all the album of the weeks that haven't yet been clipped, get those running on more of a consistent schedule. Going to try to really get that algorithm dialed in, hope to get some more engagement onto this channel. But yeah, that's going to be the plan for now. So that's really going to be about it from us for full length episodes for a little bit. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. I do have one thing I would like to bring up. So the next time we record new content, we'll potentially all be in the same room
Yes.
and be able to actually conversate like in person and not have to deal with, oh, our voices aren't lining up. What are we gonna do? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's gonna be solid. So stay tuned for that. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to stick around. Be sure to watch those shorts. Help us out. Share it with your friends. Share it with anybody who likes music or likes to discuss music or watches podcasts. Please. No, I'm kidding. We're not that. We're not like that. But I mean,
So desperate.
but yeah, thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Take a vibe, put it on a flat surface, get a rolling pin, roll out the vibe so that there's more vibe to go around.
Yes,
you
sir.
later.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.